Good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So today is day 40 of Redeeming Eden's bicycle trip across America to bring awareness that addiction recovery options are available. Whether they be churches or rescue missions or celebrate recoveries, there's so many people who want to talk to you if you're addicted so that we don't see you die in your addiction. So yeah, I'm here in Lolo, Montana. Had a great night's sleep at the Lolo Community Church last night. I'm so thankful for that again. And yeah, I came across the street to McDonald's and their dining room was closed, so I came over here to the gas station and they have a food court, so I got a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit and a cup of coffee. Oh yes, those 3 days in the wilderness with no coffee. It was good, but it just wasn't the same. So anyway, I'm headed up to the very first place I'm going to go is the Adventure Cycling Association. They're the people who started the Trans-America Trail in 1976, and their headquarters is in Missoula, Montana. So I'm going to go swing in there first thing and then find out some tips on where to stay tonight, or where to get a haircut, where to get the bike worked on. Hopefully I can find, something very inexpensive for this part of what I need to do. So we'll see. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get pedaling. It is just about 8 o'clock, and it looks like the bike shops in the area don't open till around 10, but Adventure Cycling is already open, so maybe I can be there around 10ish. I'm not gonna press it too hard. One thing I do know is that there are bike lanes, like bike paths, all through Missoula. So all the way from Lolo to Missoula, actually from Hamilton, which is like 40 miles south of here, to Missoula, are, bike paths that are set aside for bike use only. So bike and pedestrian use only. But yeah, so I'm ready to go, and that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna get on the bike and I'm gonna start pedaling day number 40 in Montana. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Wow, so Missoula is incredible for bikes. Like, this entire town was either built around bicycles or they rebuilt the town for bicycles. It is amazing. There are so many little bike paths, and you're never in traffic. Bicycle stoplights and things that you pass. And so it's just been really, really cool. A lot of other cyclists out on the road. Haven't had to deal with traffic the entire way from Lolo to here. And so I'm riding, the purpose of today in Missoula, this very few miles day, 12, maybe 20 max, is to go to Adventure Cycling, is to get a haircut, and is to get the bike fixed. I need the rear wheels respoked, and I need the bottom bracket serviced. And so I'd looked up last night on the map, and I saw that there was a place called Free Cycles. And I saw that they were closed because of COVID. And so essentially that's like the Bicycle House in Tallahassee. It's a nonprofit where they make, donated cycles rideable and give them out. And so I was like, man, I hate that they're closed. That would be a perfect place for me to do the work that I need to do. I don't really want to take up anybody's time. with a donation, or, you know, I can't spend a lot of money. I can re-spoke it myself. I can, you know, re-grease it myself. I just don't have tools or spokes. So I'm riding down the bike path and I see this sign, Spotted Dog Cycles. And so I was like, okay, Lord, I'm just going to go. I go into Spotted Dog Cycles and I talk to Joe, the owner. And he's like, hey, yeah. He said, I think honestly your best bet is a new rear wheel. He said, re-spoking it will honestly take more time and be less, you know, reliable than just going ahead and putting a new wheel on it. And I, you know, explained to him what Redeeming Eden is. And he said, man, I like the concept. He said, I can do the bottom bracket for sure. And he said, now, Free Cycles is right next door. I looked over, and surely enough, Free Cycles is literally next door to this place. I had no intention on going there, no plan. And he said that he's going to call Emily there at Free Cycles and see if she has a rear wheel that he can swap out. So, man, could not be more thankful for this sign being out here by the trail and for God continuing to lead my steps. Joe needs me to come back in an hour or two, so I'm headed to Adventure Cycle to check them out, and you'll see that in just a little bit. I love you. I'll see you later. All right, so interesting morning so far. Finally got my hair cut. Oh man, it feels so good, so cool. So I was going down, I went to Adventure Cycling and I spoke with Jeff there, and we had a good conversation about, you know, adventure cycling and what they're doing. And they have actually a new trail now from West Yellowstone that goes east, and it goes past like Mount Rushmore and you know, Devil's Tower and all those kind of places. And so I asked him, I said, okay, you know, a couple quick questions. Where can I get a good haircut? And so he said, you know, one of the places down the street. So I went down there, and when I went in, she said, we don't do beards, we don't do mustaches, we don't do anything like that. So she recommended, you know, another place. So I went to the other place, and there wasn't really anywhere I could put my bike that felt safe. And when I went in there, she said, you know, yeah, I'm booked up till tomorrow. I said, well, I can't wait till tomorrow. So she recommended Hair Headquarters. So I came in here, and the stylist Sharon kind of, you know, greeted me as I came through the door. And I asked her, I need to make sure that my bike is going to be safe. And she said, well, bring it inside. I said, okay, cool, thank you. And so I explained to her what I was doing. She said, you know, that she didn't have any slots right now. She looked at it and she said, you know what? I can work you in. I'll do it around, you know, the person that is scheduled to be in. And so I said, thank you so much. And so while I was sitting there, Joe from the bike shop called and said that he found a wheel for me. So, you know, I told him I'm getting a haircut, I'm gonna go grab some lunch, and I'm headed your way. So as the haircut's going along, Sharon and I are talking, and she's, you know, kind of telling me her story, I'm telling her mine. I get to the counter, no charge. Thank you so much, Sharon. I cannot tell you how incredibly awesome it is that you would provide that service for Redeeming Eden. Just amazing, amazing haircut. Best 20 minutes I've had in 40 days. I can promise you that for sure. It felt so good to actually have my head shampooed and have my beard all trimmed, and it was just nice. But thank you so much. Look, if you're riding the Trans-America Trail and it's time for you to get a haircut, stop into Hair Headquarters and ask for Sharon. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab some lunch. I'm hungry. Well, it's lunchtime. This is a giant pizza. They didn't sell anything less than a 18-inch, but that's fine because I can pack it up and have it for supper tonight. Oh man, it looks so good. Yeah, I'm gonna dig in. I'm starving. Alright, so I just finished my pizza. I walked back inside to throw my box away and I saw that fresca in there of Jesus eating pizza. I laughed out loud, I'll be honest. I thought it was awesome. So anyway, I got my pizza boxed up right here. And yeah, I am about to head out to the bike shop to get the back wheel fixed and get the bottom bracket greased. Another cool thing is while I was here eating, another couple sat down and ate named Bob and Alexandra. And they asked me, where I was going. We talked for a little bit. And they donated to Redeeming Eden. So amazing. I essentially got back everything that I spent on the pizza right there while eating the pizza. So just miraculous what God is doing. And yeah, I'm still so excited and enamored. I just can't wait to see what the rehab is going to look like when we're finally able to build it. I love you guys. I'll see you later. So that's it for the day. Man, I finally got my shower. I'm here camped in the college district of Missoula, Montana. It's pretty nice. Very nice houses around here. So Jeff at Adventure Cycling recommended a guy named Bruce Anderson. And so I called him and ended up coming out here and camping on his yard. He let me take a shower. Oh, so good. So good. I was able to wash my toes and my feet. That's so nice. You just forget about all those little things when you're days between showers. So today was super complicated. I ended up going 20 miles on my day off, just like making laps around Missoula trying to get things done. So there at the Spotted Dog Bicycle Shop, Joe ended up helping out tremendously. Gave me some more spokes, went over and talked to Emily at Free Cycles. And she donated the spokes. Thank you so much, Emily, if you get to watch this. And Joe just helped out with getting everything replaced and everything done that needed to be done. But he wasn't able to re-spoke the bicycle. He was only able to change another spoke had broken. And so I left there and I was like, Lord, I have no idea what to do. I'm about to go over the Continental Divide and there's not really another great bike shop between here and there. What do I do? And so I decided that I would go ahead and start pedaling toward Bruce's house. And if there was a bicycle shop on the way, I'd stop in. So I did that, and Missoula Bicycle Works was on the way. So I swung in there. They had a 700C rim, $55, that a freewheel attaches to. And so I was like, sold. So I ended up buying a entirely new wheel with spokes. They put my tire and inner tube and all that on it. Changed out the freewheel to this rim. And so now I'm good to go. I didn't replace the front one. I haven't broken a spoke on the front at all. All the spokes have been breaking on the back from beforehand when the chain, I guess whoever had it before me, the chain was jumping off the freewheel gear and hitting the spokes and getting crushed between it. And so the spokes were just all eat up. And I was just constantly breaking spokes, one every 100 miles here the last 500 miles, really. So I'm glad that I went ahead and got that done. And yeah, so now I'm going to sit here and eat some pizza left over from lunch. It ended up being about $100 day, aside from the haircut donation and the donation from Bob and Alexandra for the pizza. So definitely not what I wanted to spend. I'm so thankful that Joe did what he could there at no charge, and I'm thankful that Emily donated the spokes at no charge. And Missoula Bicycle Works was a fabulous shop. Peter and Chad there ended up donating the labor to put the wheel on. So All in all, it was pretty good. I went ahead and got another inner tube for the one that popped back there in the Salmon River Canyon. And yeah, I am good to go. I'm done here for the night. I've got my laundry going right now. It's got 55 minutes to go. So I'm going to eat this pizza, cut and edit this video, go ahead and get it out while I know I've got service. And that's it for the day. So if you know anyone who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop a comment with their name. You know, you can even put unspoken if it's something that you don't want to mention. Or find me on Facebook and message me, Adam Lineberry, Mobile, Alabama, and let me know so I can ride for your person. If you know anyone who's addicted, share this with them. Look, I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. Overdose is just rampant right now in this country, and I'm seeing too many friends leave the earth way too soon. If you know anyone who's in recovery, share this with them. We're all in it together, and that is really the goal of this ride, is to start a rehab. So, you know, I'm all about recovery. I am in recovery myself from years of IV cocaine and opiate use. So, yeah, definitely a rocky, hilly battle, but it's been good. It's been a learning experience for sure. So, I definitely know exactly how you feel if you're addicted, and I know how you feel if you're in recovery. And I would love to talk to you. And then last but not least, don't forget that Redeeming Eden is a nonprofit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. You can find a donation link in the description, and you can donate one time. You can donate monthly. It's just whatever the Lord puts on your heart. And yeah, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching these videos. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for your prayers. And yeah, so that's it here from my 20-mile off day in Missoula, Montana. I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.